It would be nice if I pressed the start streaming button. Welcome everybody, welcome. How are we doing? Are you guys excited for this place called Langkabanen? Myself and Craig, we don't know anything about this track. Craig, are you there? Do you know anything about Norway?
Welcome to hell. That's all I know. I don't know a lot about Norway, but I know that this is a staple of Rallycross. Like Rallycross, a lot of it in the Scandinavian region is very popular, and this is one of those tracks that really did do well. Did you know this used to be a driving school? This was a driving school.
You said striving. You said striving.
It still is a driving.
How do I strive? Do I strive for greatness?
It still is. It still is a driving school. Now, one thing, Rob, I've got to say right now: if you have done Rallycross before, you know VW free car. You know some of the Rallycross tracks, free cars. One of the things as well with the free Rallycross tracks, can't take the Joker on the first lap. With the way Langkabanen is set out. Oh, I did that first time. I haven't even practiced. With the way it's set out, you can take the Joker first time round. That promises to be fun. So we're just watching qualifying. Here's how it's going to go tonight. Are you with me when I say this? We have got 4 group stages of 6 drivers, maximum of 6 in each group. They will go and they will compete in 3 races in their group in a point standing. 10, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If there's 7 drivers, because the pros has got 7 drivers, you get the idea. Basically, most points, top 2, go through to the semi. Others go to the consolation semis. Then we do the semis. Then we do the final. It is going to be hectic. We're going to be jumping around. I hope you can join us, so we will do all we can to be entertaining. Because that's what we are. We'll find ways to entertain you. Don't you worry. If these guys don't, and these guys will.
I mean, these guys will. Don't be so hard on them. As you can see, that's...
I didn't mean it like that. These guys are definitely going to entertain because this is Rallycross, and I've been preparing by watching some of the Rallycross finals from this track over the last few years. 2019 was fantastic. You know why? It rained.
Yeah, well, I mean, iRacing doesn't have rain, so what do we do instead? Do we just play it like you know that what's it? Lo-fi hip hop beats to relax 32? Do we just get the rain track from them and just be like, hey, we'll play that? Pretend it's rain.
There's also YouTube. There's also YouTube videos that are like thunderstorm to help calm you, you know, and it is literally just a loop of a camera by like in the garden with the rain coming down, and then every now and then a flash and then a big boom.
Art thou not entertained by? Oh dear, oh dear.
So let's just quickly go over who we've got in the first group. Adrian Stefan, John Lang, Carl Aspie, Mason Marsall, Corbin Solomonson, and Sam Watley. Sam Watley was meant to be here, unfortunately is a scratch. We've got 5 in the first group. A couple missed Apex podcast guys as we're going on. I don't think any of these are near the top of the championship though. Adam Fetaponti still leads the championship by 15 points from Sean Brown. Mike Gaunt then follows up with Eric Feek. Brian Bonesma, 93 points in 5th. You will not see him today, unfortunately, due to penalty points on his license. So, man that was making his way up the standings and up to really give a threat to Adam and the rest of the guys, unfortunately has to miss the race.
And just to show, by the way, we just went through the Joker. Here it is as qualifying ticks down. Everybody's qualified, so it's going to be very easy to determine who's who. Just get into the cockpit here of John Lang as he takes the Joker, but he shows us through the Joker. Very nice, John. As you can see, on the right-hand side is where you normally go, but this is Joker lap. It's very clearly marked. It's usually one of the slower bits, and you basically take the long way around a piece, and essentially you have to try and get through it as fast as possible. There's a reason why they call it the Joker lap. It's because, you know, it's a bit of a joke, innit? But
well, what I like as well, Rob, Because you know how I was saying that Joker lap can be taken at the start? There's a reason, because the Joker lap's actually the better line to take for some drivers. And you will see a lot of drivers, you'll probably see half the field take the Joker. As they do in the pros, a final of 6, 3 will take the Joker, 3 won't. It's not done deliberately, it's just done like that. We're getting ready to go live. You see the qualifying results. Stefan, Lang, Aspie, Solomonson, Marzov. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I don't think I can be as hype as the guys that do Rallycross, but we shall see as we wait for the start. 5 cars there, all waiting. We won't see any lights. We'll wait to see them go ahead. Stefan is going to be the man in the front. He's got the inside run. We wait. Brakes are on. Are they getting ready? Green flag, green flag. Here we go. The back road have gone very slow, but the front road, fantastic start there. Great start from Stefan as he's going to get it to the inside. Did he take the Joker lap? No, but John Lang. That's not Lang, sorry. That is Aspie. Aspie, Marzov, take the Joker lap. Stefan, very rough start through the second section of the track, is going to keep that lead. Lang will be following him. Solomonson did not have the best of starts, and you can see sliding in a better line.
Stefan overcooked it. Exactly. It's going to be. It's literally. You see on the clock there, the maximum is 6 minutes or 5 laps for heat 1, and then there's going to be a consolation, I think. Well, it's said consolation, but it's going to be 2 races, and it's going to be like this for the entirety of it all, but you won't be going for 6 minutes.
Solomonson and Stefan both go for the Joker lap. You can see the line. Solomonson's go. He's trying to avoid Stefan, and Stefan took a very interesting route. So now all but Lang have taken the Joker lap. And you can see how much time that has cost. Solomonson having a bit of a bad time there as it goes on, but you can see 5 seconds was the gap once Lang got by and Stefan came out of the Joker lap. Meanwhile, behind, it's not going well for Aspie. He's hit the wall. Aspie's hit the wall. It's Marzov is going to just shoot on, and Marzov will take that P4, will take the point, but he's having some issues locking up. He's locking up, and there's lock-up everywhere. The moment they transfer onto the dirt seems to be the hard part for these drivers. We're into lap 3. Still, Lang had not taken his Joker lap, and with that gap at 4.4, Rob, he may lose the lead.
Yeah, he'll need to think about doing it at some point. He's only got 3 laps to do it. It is very quick. Quick fire. Let's get going. And essentially, neither of us... Well, I mean, we both watched Rallycross, but I don't think either of us have actually done Rallycross. I mean, I tried doing it once and never again.
I've done it a couple of times. It's very interesting, I must admit. One of the things I do wish I had was a handbrake, because handbraking is very crucial for a lot of these drivers. Lang with a 38.6. We're not really looking at the times. We start the penultimate lap. He still had not taken his Joker lap, and Stefan is catching. He's just gone 2 attempts faster. The gap is 4 seconds. You can see that on the timing tower.
They got the wipers.
I put the wipers on. The wipers very crucial here. Meanwhile, at the back, Marzov, Aspie, they're just battling for the last. And Solomonson's... Is that Solomonson in the wall? Solomonson's made a mistake. He's hit the wall. He's going to have to keep going. He's just lost it there, but he has kept P3. Now they're going around to the final corner. Lang has to take the Joker now. Look at the gap. It's 3 seconds. White flag comes out. Lang has to take the Joker here. Let's see how he takes this Joker. He's going to be careful. Brake. Comes around. Where is Stefan? Stefan comes around. He's going to take the lead.
In the Subaru WRX, which is... Look at the size of the thing compared to the Beetle. Coming around into dirt section now. Back onto dirt. They're on tarmac for the first section, and then second section is dirt. Back onto tarmac, then back onto dirt. It's literally... Ooh, very slidey. Ooh, Stefan, don't overcook it going into the last corner. And he takes the checkered flag. Just pips John Lang to the post. Unfortunately, John Lang, not Victor this time around.
No, not Victor this time around. Stefan will take P2. Solomonson does come around for P3. Maybe a little bit of a battle at the end there between Marzov and Aspie, but no, Marzov comes home in 4th and Aspie does take 5th. Oh, I enjoyed that.
And now we get into... We take the results from the first one and we put them directly into the second. So this is the race results from before. Stefan in 1st, Lang in 2nd, Solomonson 3rd, Marzov 4th, and Aspie 5th. But it is take 2, essentially. We go back at it again.
Take 2, and of course they take the results they were. Stefan and Lang will be at the front, but again, It looks like Stefan will have the inside. So really look to see Lang, maybe Solomonson take that all-important joker. We'll see. We're waiting for the green light now. Green light is off and away we go. Great start from Stefan onto Lang, but Stefan's going to have the inside. Lang will have the outside. They both going to try and go for the joker. No, the block off there from Stefan. I think Lang was thinking about it, and they almost make contact there. Solomonson, the only one to take the joker lap right away. And Aspie and Marzov going on. Aspie with a great start. The two BMW Ford drivers, I apologize, just making their way in. Solomonson just going to keep it easy, taking that joker lap at the start, just to help him. Marzov again in the wall, and Aspie at the touch of the wall coming out of the corner, into the dirt section. That Subaru is looking fantastic out on the dirt right now.
Yeah, the Subaru definitely cutting off on the inside of John Lang. He definitely wanted John Lang exactly where he needed him for the moment. And Kyle Aspie on the outside, he basically said, well, I'm on the outside anyway, might as well take the joker, and then we see what we can do from there. Back down in last place, but you know, it's going to be joker, so if you can make up any time, now is the time to do it. As you can see, Stefan putting the rubber down against John Lang in the dirt section. He's a bit cleaner, but no, don't overcook it. A little bit of a tail happy Subaru. I mean, well, they have to be tail happy because they haven't to navigate dirt, of course. You have to do the spinning, you have to do the slidey stuff, but oh crikey, you don't want to also touch the grass because that'll take you off into a world of tiz. And
they're taking the rumble curve, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, they are.
Things. You don't want to take too much of a slide. You don't want to slide on the tarmac. You want to minimize your exit sliding on dirt, and you can see that. A lot of sliding through the corners. Stefan has that comfortable lead at the moment, 1.5 seconds. Aspie goes and takes the joker lap now, and he does come out ahead of Solomonson. Solomonson having a little bit of a trouble here with Marzov, who's just catching onto him. Not where he wants to be. Stefan and Lang are just pulling away now. About 8 seconds between them. I think Lang just had a little bit of an upset there coming out of the corner. He's okay now, but Stefan holding on to that lead at the moment. You knock on wood right now. That Subaru, the only Subaru here, looks to be in prime shape to take another victory here, but that missed apex of John Lang. Does he take the joker? Yeah, he's thought wise about it. He'll take the joker. He slides in, almost going sideways to get to the corner. A little bit of losing of speed there, but he's going to hold on to it, and he's going to have a lot of speed. What has happened to these guys taking the joker at the back? We know Aspie, has he touched the wall? Solomonson's unable to get anywhere.
Yeah, John Lang just took the joker lap as well, and he's almost 5 seconds. Oh, John! Cutting it too far wide and then having to correct it, but you know, if you cut it too far wide, these things, and you have to correct it, like in that kind of hairpin there, it's like the slow lane. It's like the lazy river in a swimming pool. It's kind of like, oh no. You're using the effectiveness of the rumble strips essentially around that last 180 very well. White flag lap with the lead of Stefan safely secured 3 seconds ahead of anybody else. Oh crikey, he's got a wheel spin.
A very, very late handbrake turn by him. Almost overcooked it. He's going to be okay now as he gets to the dirt. He's got a 2-second lead. Lang is going to hold on to a P2 here. That is going to be crucial for Lang. That's going to be both of these almost in, because this will put Stefan onto 20 points overall. Lang will be put on 14. The battle at the back is going to be interesting. Aspie looks like he's going to take home a third place, and he got last race, so that's going to be great for him. Aspie comes home in third. Solomonson will take fourth, and Marzov will take fifth. He does a little bit over driving there, over sliding at the end there. Very interesting. So if I'm right, that puts Stefan on 20 points. Lang will be on 14. Aspie and Marzov, that's the one you've got to watch out for, because they both got, one got 5, and that was Aspie. Marzov got 4. So they are neck and neck on 8 points, if my maths is correct. And thankfully, the good folks at the Major Series will be updating that table as soon as possible.
Your results are on your screens. It's on a lot of results, so it gives us time to hump into the next session, because, remember...
There's one more race.
Oh, there is? What?
One more. 3 races. 3 races in a group.
Oh! No, they're not. Are you sure?
Should be.
I think you got your maths wrong. Yeah, because there's 3 sessions. There's 3 sessions for 2 races each.
3 races each?
I think we'll have to have an executive look at this.
I think something's gone wrong.
Uh-oh. No, they skipped the consolation. There's only 2 races.
should only be free. Yeah. No. There's an issue. It's only making people do 2 races, and this may be a bit of an issue. We're just going to have to just check.
Yeah.
It's not the only.
We'll entertain you. We'll entertain you, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. How are we? Motorsport news.
Motorsport news. Not a lot of motorsport news at the moment. I know the New York E-Prix is happening very soon. I'm just keeping up to date with the admin committee to see what is going on. But instead of motorsport news, how about iRacing news? Because a certain race happened, which I've had to bail out of to do this broadcast. I'm not angry in the slightest. I'm going to get the right name for this. The VRS Global Endurance Series Round 2 at Circuit de Le Mans.
I can't believe you said Circuit de Le Mans. It's Circuit de la...
Yeah,
de la Star.
Yeah, but it's called that in the game.
How about them Red Sox? Nice.
How about them Red Sox? No, let's not talk baseball, please. I don't want to talk about my baseball team.
What happened to... explain to me, Craig. What happened?
Well, my baseball team's in what they call rebuilds. So
what's that?
Very, very, very young people, but basically just trying to rebuild their system so they can get better players and train up better players, so they can in a few years be better. So
what you're saying is you've had a moment.
Yeah, we're having a few years out. I'm still trying to work out what's happening here. Obviously, I think everyone.
Pandemonium.
Everyone. It is pandemonium. It is, but no. This endurance series. It's very nice to see that race back on iRacing, although not the way people would have liked to have seen it. So, and next week we've got the Spa 24, sponsored by Huskenveld, which always promises to be fun because it's also the first time they're going to use Spa with the new off tracks. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh crikey! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We're just loading into the session now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be with you in just a moment back with racing, but I do actually want to have a chat about the new off-track system. I've had a look at it. Yeah, then Gary T, he explains my point very well. He bet me to it. Thank you for the greatest addition. Probably everybody's gonna love it, especially Spa. And the fact that it's no longer a center of mass, it's more like a
four wheels.
Yeah, it's more accurate to what the FI would deem an off track instead of having to do center of mass. But if you're new to iRacing, welcome. One of the quirks that it has is that for the longest time, off tracks were calculated by the center of mass and how far off the white line it was.
Are you looking forward to it?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward just because I feel like I won't be a bit tentative when coming around some of those corners. I'll be able to be pushing a bit harder through some of these corners and also just allowing myself not to feel boxed in. That's how I usually feel, especially when you go through Stavlot. I always find that I have to lift for Stavlot because I can't go aggressive.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm in a GT3, like I'm going to be next week. I feel you come to Stavlot, and I want to go. You can go full throttle, but if you get it wrong, you have to do a little bit of a lift so you don't go off and just put like one tire tread that's not been shaved off the tire. So I'm just looking. We are just getting some word from while we're loading into the second group. We're just getting some words from Race Control. I was
about to say from our sponsors, but we don't have any sponsors.
Well, I'll tell you what we do have though.
Yes,
we have the this week's this event sponsor. I mean charity. Sorry. Which I had at the top of my head, it's Alzheimer's, which is quite a close thing to me. I've got to be brutally honest. It is the Alzheimer's Association, helping find a cure for Alzheimer's and dementia, but mainly Alzheimer's. Because we know there are 3 types of Alzheimer's, Rob. There is the Alzheimer's, but also in that family, you've got dementia and you've got Parkinson's, which is something which my father is currently battling with. So it's something that's close to my heart. Anything like this, I've always found really strong. So this race's charity is Alzheimer's Association. That is alz.org. Yes, I said Z, not Z. I don't know why. But they will, and of course, together they can end Alzheimer's. They can find something. There are medicines that are helping nowadays, but just giving donations does help them, as they are doing the qualifying for the second race. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to just be 2 races. Yep, each run will be 2 races.
Okay, so it is now 2 races. Means we can get to every session bang on time in qualifying and have good time to talk, to chat, good time to, include everybody, because we love having you here. But main thing is, are you psyched for race 2? Your contestants are up on your screen now. Well, minus yeah. We do have the following racers for Heat 2. Technically, it is Heat 2.
Yeah, Group 2. Ernie Ludwig, Stefan Rossman, Colin Ward, the championship leader, Adam Fataponte, Brett Tosin, and I also see Ian Erasmus there as well. So, very nice mixture. And also a mixture, we've got 4 VWs, a Ford, and a Subi, as I call them.
Why would you... Who calls them a
Scooby?
Subi?
Sorry. A Scooby.
That's even worse. That's even worse. Just call them an Impreza.
I'm not gonna call us a Subaru.
What?
It's a Subaru.
We're gonna have an argument live on air about this. Subi is very common. What? This is the first time I heard of Subi, and it sounds so bad.
It is. So I was mentioning it earlier. I actually did some research for this event. I know.
Us doing research.
So I was talking about how important the handbrakes are. The handbrakes go to the rear tires, so the rear tires lock up, hence why you see the backslide. I mean, we kind of knew that. But you see a lot of these guys they're used to dirt ovals, and you'll see a lot of arcing out. That's not the fastest way around some of these corners, especially at Hell. Yes, they are quite, round, but you don't want to be too aggressive with like a massive slide. You've got your Scandi flick, but you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to slide on tarmac either. As much as that sounds crazy, you can handbrake turn. That's good, but you don't want to slide the car without a handbrake, almost accidentally, I would say. But it's short shifting. You've got to use your throttle to control, which again, if you're a dirt racer, you understand that when you do dirt oval. So you've got to understand that. But you won't see a lot of handbrakes. There is probably the first and second corner you will see with handbraking turns.
Oh, well, we see them right now, the first and second corners.
Yeah,
you had the perfect timing for the cameras as well. Look at it. Look at that. Look at them go. You can just
trackcams22.com.
These aren't no trackcams 22 today. But we do appreciate them allowing to use the cameras on other tracks. But you can stand.
By the way,
I just want to get this thought out with one tick. You see the start line on the there. That is one of the weirdest things. Like for me, Rallycross, I used to always think, hey, start line. Nope, they have their own. Like for a lot of them, a lot of the tracks, it's actually a start box or like a start area that's separate to the rest of the track, and they don't go there again until they start a new race. It's kind of interesting. You can see it there now, and it's a massive run down to turn 1. I mean, the excitement factor is off the charts, but getting into turn 1 on this track, it's a bit spicy, isn't it?
It's going to be interesting. By the way, first session just to confirm, Adrian Stefan, John Lang, and Corbin Solomonson went through. Would have been interesting because Aspie, Miles, or Solomonson would have had a go with the third race. Unfortunately, it did not happen. Unfortunately, an error with the way it was set up. Unfortunately, human error. Like, you can't blame anybody.
As you can see, the missed apex car of Colin Ward, car 92, on your screens. Everybody's here. Come on, Ernie Ludwig, come on, let's get in as they get started for the first of 2 races. It is going to be. We're still waiting for Ludwig. Where is he at? Ludwig, come on. Like, his spot's meant to be under. Yeah, there he is.
There he is. So here we go. Gonna wait for when we see the green light. We know the lights will be getting ready to go. Adam Fataponti will be on the inside line. He'll probably take the gravel. Green light is on. The lights are on. Here they go. Great get off there from Fataponti. Erasmus will follow him. Who will go for the Joker lap? It looks to be that no one goes for the Joker lap, and that is a spin off there from Colin Ward. He goes off. Not sure what happened there. A little bit of touching from Erasmus and Rossman as Rossman trying to go around the outside. He cannot make that going. Now what has happened to Colin Ward? He does take the Joker, but he's so far behind right now. Ludwig as well, not having the best of time. Tosin trying to catch up, but Rossman, Erasmus, Fataponti, all battling it out right now. I think Rossman's just starting to lose them.
Here's a replay at the start, by the way, and this is Colin Ward. Very unfortunate what happened to him. He absolutely he was trying to send it around the outside and get into the Joker lap, but he tapped Ian Erasmus on his way around, and almost reversed it onto with Ludwig just there. No, I think that was Ludwig anyway, but he's already at the back of the field and having to pull out some big old moves to try and get back some time.
Yeah, lots of time lost as well. Erasmus just having a couple shaky corners there, taking it a bit too early as Fataponti. Adam just starts to pull away, but Erasmus not having the best of time. Rossman, though, overcooks it on the dirt, and he's going to have to catch up again. If he wants any chance to gain this P2, he starts going around. This is probably the trickiest corner, and you can see that Rossman just got a little bit too high. Back of the car just has a nice little pop-up there that just shows that he's overcooked it. At the back, Ward and Ludwig are battling. None of these guys at the front are taking Joker laps at the moment. Has Tosin taken his? He has not either, and he's quite far back now.
You can just see it's a bit hairy, and the car bounces around a lot. These guys are going to be frantically clawing at the steering wheel. Is Ian Erasmus going very wide? He's actually gone too wide. He almost got into the wall. He actually did hit the walls very slightly, but and Stefan Rossman coming to join him on the wall on the Armco on the outside. A little bit of a tap, not too bad for these kinds of cars. The wiper's gone on. Oh no! Rossman's on overcooking coming into the second to last. He needs to keep it nice and tight. Adam Fataponti running away with it in the front. He could probably take the Joker lap right this moment and have a good leg up, but that is Rossman taking the Joker lap at the moment.
Yeah, it's a very, very interesting styles here. You usually see the Joker lap taken as a counter move, but none of them taking any counters here. So you either take it at the start, you take it as a counter, or you take it at the end. And it looks like what Adam and Ian's going to be doing here as they're coming through the last few corners to see the white flag. And in fact, I love how the dirt line is starting to show. And that dirt does get a little bit slippery at the end. And of course, we had the 3 races. They would have been really slippery and really is a struggle. White flag has come out for the first race of 2. Fataponti had no choice. Has to take the Joker. Here he comes up the hill. Around he goes, and it'll be the same for Erasmus. Up comes Erasmus, and Rossman will be taking this, and Rossman almost going wild there as he goes over the jump from the start line. Fataponti has a 7-second lead, and I think Erasmus did not have a very good go. He's locked up there. He's had a spin, and now that's going to allow Rossman to get through. And actually, Colin Ward is going to get by Erasmus as well. Erasmus can't get going, and he was in P2, and he's lost P2. Meanwhile, at the front, Fataponti is taking an extra Joker lap. He's going on the grass. What's going on there? He'll take the victory of the first lap, first race. It's going to be a little battle now with Rossman and Ward. There's a second between the two of them. Can Rossman hold on here in the 353? It looks like he will. Ward is going to get a little bit of time, but he does not have the line. Rossman and Ward get a surprising second and third, respectively. Erasmus comes home in 4th. That's a big drop for Ian there. That was 7 points turned into 3 points.
Let's just get... I think it was here indeed. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and iRacing just said nope to the replay. God damn it.
There we go. Yeah, I can see now. The consolidation, unfortunately, was skipped. So it is one more race between these guys. A bit of a shame, but human error. Human error. You cannot blame anybody.
Yeah, just to say, by the way, these are the results for race 1. Vachponte first, Rossmann second, Ward third, Erasmus fourth, Ludwig fifth, and Trussen sixth. And they'll be going almost immediately.
Just as you get your chance to say, hey, everyone is you know, to get the results, everyone's coming again. Vachponte, Rossmann, Ward, and then at the back, the green lights are on. We're just going to keep going. It's a great start once again for Vachponte. How's he doing this? Erasmus getting a good start. Almost contact from the two BMW, but Ward decides Joker lap, as does Ludwig, as does Tosin. The other three does go on. Vachponte is battling Rossmann right now, and this start is not exactly what he would want to see, as he's having a little bit of time. He's having to just defend earlier than he had thought. Comes through the dirt section. All three of them go sliding. That's a photo opportunity and a half. Great run there from Erasmus, but nowhere to go, and he touches the wall just to get a bit of speed down, I guess, but he's going to overcook it as he comes by. And slowly, with these two battling, Adam is just going to be, well, I've got it in my hands. He'll drive away.
Yeah, that's going to be Adam Vachponte gaining a little bit of a gap. It costs Colin Ward and Stefan Rossmann. Colin Ward going already outside, going up to it, take his Joker lap. And he almost hit the rear end of Stefan Rossmann, but managed to miss it just about. I think he was just trying to course correct. And he course corrected into the Joker, so he's saying, we'll take it now. Stefan Rossmann trying to push hard, trying to get a good second race result, get him up there, get him absolutely gung-ho. Oh, Rossmann not on the grass, mate. That's not part of the track, unfortunately, as much as you'd like. It's not true rally, it's rallycross. Gotta stick to the dirt and to the tarmac. It's to dirt and to tarmac.
Everyone's been struggling with that corner today, and we've only seen two groups anyway, but they have been struggling with that one corner. It just catches them out because they think at the dirt corner they can put a little bit more slide on. Unable to, as Vachponte will be going. Interesting that Rossmann only has a 3-second gap to Ward, so if he takes that Joker, he is going to be struggling, and a very big slide from Rossmann. That may lose him a little bit of time to both in front and behind. Vachponte will come across to start the penultimate lap. I'm just looking elsewhere down the order. It's not looking very good for Ludwig. Tosin is not having the best of times out there either. Almost in danger of being lapped.
Poor Tosin, I don't think he has a handbrake. I think he's trying to drive it as if it's tarmac. A poor guy.
Well, Rossmann just took his Joker lap.
No, he did.
Just took his Joker lap, and he is now behind Colin Ward as he continues to push on. Adam Vachponte put another purple lap in, a 38 flat. I mean, Adam's just out on his own at the moment. 7 seconds. He will have to take the Joker here. Comes across to take the white flag. Adam will come to take the Joker. Breaks for it. There you go. Straight in. He had a 7-second lead. What's it going to be when he comes across? That was textbook. Look at the slide around there. Perfect. 4 seconds. Fine. But behind, battle between Erasmus and Rossmann. And this Subaru versus this Ford, they're the only two of their kind in this race. And they're going to be battling. Adam Vachponte will be taking the lead. I think this is the crucial battle right now between Rossmann and Erasmus.
Yeah, Colin Ward getting by on the Joker. Very well done. He gets another great position. But Stefan Rossmann under threat from Ian Erasmus. It's not over yet for him as he comes around the final turn. Keeps it nice and tidy, and that is going to be the checkered flag, and that's going to be Heat 2 done.
Going to be Heat 2, and it finished Vachponte, Ward, Rossmann. So we're going to have to look at that, because I believe that means that, yes, Vachponte, Ward, and Rossmann, all three of them will go through. So that will be all she wrote there. Just a couple more left to finish, of course. That's... Oh, they have all finished. I don't know what I'm talking about. So that is it for that, by the looks of it. They're just taking some practice laps, I think.
I mean, you might as well, if you're getting ready for a big race, you know? Race results.
Semi-finals to come, so yeah.
Race results on your screen. Adam Vachponte first, Colin Ward second, Rossmann in third, Erasmus fourth, Ludwig fifth, and Trussen in sixth. It's a VW sandwich. First and second, fifth and sixth, and then in the middle is the other two rallycross cars.
It's interesting that some people have decided to make the purchase. Others have decided I'm comfortable with this, with this free car. Which I don't blame them. I have driven the free car. I have driven the Subaru. I did prefer the Subaru. It's just the way I like driving. I just like an engine at the front of my car. I just like that weight balance. So, you do.
You're used to that. You're used to that.
I'm used to that. What, because I drive BMWs on iRacing? Yeah. Is that what you're on about? Yeah. Then yes, you're right. But no, I do prefer the weight at the front. So a Subaru was my preference when it came to driving here. But one thing I haven't tried is they did change up the system, the ladder for Rallycross this season on iRacing. Very interesting that they introduced a VW light, and it's very popular because there now is dirt road all the way up to A license now, which I think is fantastic. I think B license, but it's all the way up now, and it's fantastic just to see that, because before, when I started, dirt literally was you do your rookies, then you pay for these tracks that we made that were based on Sonoma, and then ovals that have got a road course. Fast forward 2 years to that, now you're looking at Brands Hatch, Barcelona, Charlotte Roval, Hell. We're looking at more than just the made-up tracks that iRacing made, but still, some of those tracks are still very popular that iRacing made.
I mean, I would have guessed that.
I think Phoenix is very popular, mainly just for the long winding bank section where you're literally driving reverse off the banked oval at Phoenix Motor Speedway. It's very fun. I'm trying to think of the other one. I think Iowa. Is it Iowa, or is it? It's one of them where you literally, the first corner is a hairpin. It's a handbrake hairpin, and it's one of the coolest things ever. I could never do it because I don't have a hairpin. A handbrake.
I could never do it. I didn't have a hairpin. Oh, that's a Murrayism.
I've hung my head in shame at what I've just said there. Right. In this race, as they start their qualifying, it's Stuart Elder, Drew Lalonde, Mike Gaunt, John McClintock, and Jason Lottridge.
Oh, poor
it's interesting
you.
as well, just to say. I know. It's interesting to say, by the way, how I do love how this is the wild card week, right? So if anyone doesn't know what that means, you're looking at a choice of races from 3. So if you wanted to do a race, you could select either the international race this week, which would have been the Chili Bowl. I watched it yesterday. It was great fun, as Chili Bowl is. Later tonight is the Americas wildcard, which is Crandon. Crandon. The Crandon World Cup. You ever seen Crandon? Apart from the videos?
No.
It is... Okay. Basically, Rob, you know how you said that you didn't understand when you first saw Rallycross, the start was not the start line? It was on its own?
Yeah.
Not the start-finish line? Crandon is a dirt road course where they do something called a land rush to start the race. So they're all on a patch of grass, and they have to drive down to the racetrack to start the race.
What?
Yep. Imagine this. But you've got to do like, I don't know how long it is, like half a mile run down to the start, down to the. If you look at the iRacing videos when they announced Crandon, that's all they did. They just showed off the land rush, and it is a very popular thing. So Crandon World Cup, the Pro 4s, the Pro 2s, that will be on the Americas series later.
It's the dirt wild card essentially, because all of them are dirt based.
Yeah. But what also interesting is this counts towards your dirt oval points, just because of the way it is, which I still love.
But this is This is dirt road. We're doing dirt road.
But the whole points when it comes to like the standings, it counts as the dirt oval round. Do you see what I mean?
All right.
They're all dirt. Yeah, that's what I understand. Anyway,
all right.
While we wait for these guys to do their qualifying laps just to see who gets the better run, later on for the Major Series, the next race in the Major Series will be August the 1st, the Spa 2.4. All the GT3s around Spa for 2 hours and 2.4 hours. But apart from that, we do have something else coming up because next week, Rob, we're back to the Predator.
Oh, I was trying to do the scream like that. Yeah, there we go.
I can't do it.
Thank
I can't do it. Anyway. Next Saturday, I hope you are all able to join us. It is the Predator Series at the Glen.
Oh, crikey. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Classic boot, which means no bus stop. Just
no.
You go up the S's and it's a straight.
Oh, no.
And if you all wonder what the Predator is, it is a race to finish first between Mazdas, TCRs, and Radicals. And if you think that doesn't sound too hard, the Radicals have to wait 18 to 20 minutes before they can go.
Oh, no. I don't think an MX-5 is going to make it.
I have nightmares of the S's. Now,
I don't think you should be worrying about that. I think you should be worrying about the fact that the Mazdas are trying to go around Watkins Glen at all.
I have seen Mazda racing there. I'll tell you what I am interested in. The Watkins Curse. First time we ever did Watkins Glen was the GT Challenge, and we thought we were pretty cool. We had Formula E, what was before this weekend the leader of the championship in Formula E, Eduardo Mortara, in a race, and it was fantastic. And then because of a mistake, Mortara gets caught in an accident and causes the big one. And we thought, wow, we'll see one big accident at Watkins Glen. And then we kept doing Watkins Glen. And we kept doing Watkins Glen. And I'm not saying with bad luck, but something always happens when we do a Watkins Glen broadcast.
You've now just foreshadowed it. Now it's actually going to happen. Before it wasn't going to happen. Now you foreshadowed it. It's going to happen.
What can I say? Welcome to the jungle. That's next Saturday. Information will be on the Majors website. That is majorsseries.com. For more information of when that is happening. They are calling it the Glen 42. So I wonder how many laps that is.
That'll be the second race with the sequential Mazdas, actually.
It will be. And that is the penultimate race of the Predator Series. But they have they all finished their qualifying laps?
Yeah, only 5 again this time by.
Yep, Elder, Gaunt, Lalonde, Lottridge, and McClintock. It'll be interesting to see. How you all enjoying the broadcast today? Thank you once again for watching Raidillon TV. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button. This is new territory for both of us, and I've got to be honest, I'm enjoying this very much.
In news, Branson he did a space flight.
He did. I watched it. I'll tell you what I was very surprised at. I did not realize that rocket went from 0 to Mach 3 in 50 seconds. It was Mach 1 after 10 seconds. Like...
She quick.
I don't even know if... granted, they had cameras on, and Richard Branson and co. had, like, special glasses, like your safety glasses. They had... ear cancelling buds in their ears, all that stuff. So that they were prepared. But as every time I watch a space launch, I always get apprehension that something's going to go wrong. And I did think to myself, oh no, they could be filming Richard Branson and everybody else's timely passing. But no, it's they succeeded. it's great to see after all the challenges that program has had. I'm a space buff, I'll admit it, but today I think I'll be a Rallycross buff as we're getting ready for race 1 of 2. Elder's got the inside at the start with Gaunt and Lalone. Gaunt's going to be the one careful. Well, he's going to be the challenge one because technically Lalone is kind of forced to take the Joker as it is, but we'll wait and see. Come on, Stuart. Waiting on Stuart, and we'll see what happens at this race. Come on, Stuart. There he is. Right, here we go. Gotta wait. We see the green flag, and then we'll be able to get ready for this. Again, a mixture of cars. Green flag. Lights out here. There you go. And it's a bad start from Eldon. Lalone gets a fantastic start. And so does Gaunt. And as I predicted, Lalone does take the Joker. Very wide line from Gaunt. He's messed that up. Elder's going to come back and he'll have to make the move around the outside. Not going to be able to. Elder gets a great start. Meanwhile, right behind them, that is Jason Lottridge, who just has to check up. He comes close to them. So these three all battling again. Elder goes wide, and look at the move from Lottridge. Up to second from fourth as he continues. And interesting to say this, both Fords are leading the race right now.
In the Ford Fiesta, when both Fords aren't leading the race, there's a Volkswagen in the middle of them all. In first place, this is on board. Oh my God, looking back at the two of... Oh! Yeah,
Was that Elder going in? Was that Elder going a bit too hot and almost making contact there with Lottridge? I think it was.
I almost...
Gaunt took the Joker.
Yeah, as did Stuart Elder. He took the Joker as well, didn't he? He did. And also, by the way...
Lottridge had a spin! Lottridge had a spin! Sorry to interrupt! He's had a spin going down the hill! All that time for not taking the Joker, he's just lost! That great start's just gone to fruition, just gone out the pan! He does capitalize now, but the gap now is only a second and a half between him and Gaunt. Everybody else has taken the Joker but him. If he takes the Joker now, he's going to be a little bit... And he's slowing down! He's slowing down! What has happened to Gaunt? Loses the lead now, and he's going to be losing a lot of time. Does he take the Joker? No. And he's going to have to wait almost to the end, it feels like.
You know, he's going to be losing places if he continues this, because he already has lost one. He's lost one to Mike Gunn, who's passed him. And Mike Gunn's going to be charging in that little Ford Fiesta, the little rocket ship it is. I mean, it's the tiniest car of the three of them, or the smallest car of the three, if I can get my English correct. And and he's making no bones about it. He is going as fast as he can to really start pushing, well, as hard as possible, really. And that is Stuart Elder on the background, looking on the inside of Jason Lottridge, and just gets by him. I think Jason might be taking the Joker lap. He is taking the Joker lap. So now Stuart Elder and Mike Gunn, that was John McClintock there having a massive slide coming into turn 1. I think he didn't want to hit the wall. And he is there now trying to battle. I'm so surprised how massive the Subarus are. Oh my God!
Lottridge and McClintock, and this is the move that Lottridge needs to make. He needs to get that P3 back. He's got the pace. He will find himself a little bit hard to console if he makes a mistake there. He had this race kind of locked up with that great start. White flag does come out. Gaunt and Elder are battling, if you can call it. There's a very little battle between the two of them, but Lottridge McClintock also fighting. Elder was the fastest of the two of that last lap of 39.003, but cannot find the way through. Neither can Lottridge over McClintock. And now into the slide, and it's a slide. It's overcooked it. I think Elder's overcooked it. That might be a slowdown there for Elder. They're going to go side by side into the penultimate corner. Who's going to make this around the outside? They both go off! Both go off onto the grass! Where's Lottridge? They both come back on. I think McClintock is going to get it. Meanwhile, by the back, even Lottridge goes off for McClintock. Everybody's going off. Who's going to take this? And at the line, Gaunt had to take a slowdown. And Elder takes the lead at the win of the first race. McClintock will take third and Lalonde will take fourth. What did we just see? Both men had slowdowns.
I don't think serving the slowdown right there, that was the smartest thing to do, but yeah, that was very close.
Yeah, he took the slowdown right at the end and he realized it, and he lost that result by 1/10.
So here are your race results. Yeah, thank you for coming out. You know, taking a leaf out of Bottom Split's book. Trying to entertain the chat as best as possible. I do my best for you guys. But it's Stuart Elder in first, Micah Gaunt second, John McClintock third, Jason Lottridge fourth, and Lalonde in fifth as they go back at it again.
Go back at it again. The Missed Apex podcast boys first and third. Could be a little bit of teamwork going on here, but we'll wait and see. Lights, we're waiting for the lights. Here comes the green light. Here we go. Off we go. And a bad start from Elder once again. Gaunt gets a great start. Now, who takes the Joker this time? It looks to be, and it's both. It's both. And it's Gaunt and McClintock.
No.
Both taking it, but they come together. They've come together as they come by. Almost like McClintock took a bit too much slide and got tapped. Meanwhile, in the front, Elder's going to take a second lead over Lottridge. Lottridge needs to make up for what happened that last race. He needs a good result if he wants to try and get into the next stage. But at the back, it's all going on. Slides are plenty. Lalonde is also near the back, but Gaunt McClintock took the Joker, but coming together might have cost them.
And we can just see there, Stuart Elder is trying to beat off Jason Lottridge as best he can. And Lottridge is doing a much better start, I think, this time around than he did in the last lap. So he's going to be very happy with himself that he's able to keep it going. And, you know, the contact between, I think, Gaunt and McClintock. I think it was the two of them that had the contact. Or was it Elder? I can't even remember now.
No, it was McClintock and Gaunt. They're still battling. That third place is going to be very crucial for them. Elder has started to pull away. He's got a good lead over Lottridge. Lottridge may use this as a chance to go and take a Joker, but meanwhile behind McClintock and Gaunt the battle to watch. Both of them going onto the grass, and they're almost going to come together again.
On the inside, my God's trying to go up on the inside of a track. He's got tires on it. Oh!
Oh, goes the cries, and Lalonde is looking at this like this could be good, but also this plays into the advantage of Elder and Lottridge. If they just hold it together, they're gonna make up time. 5 seconds is the gap, and you've got to think to yourself, these guys behind them are fighting. They're about to do lap 4. Surely this is where they take a Joker lap. Gaunt trying to find ways around McClintock. He's not had a good time. Again, both drivers hit the grass and just go a little bit wide. How many more times do they do this and they just lose the rhythm and lose the momentum as they keep going up an ultimate lap? I believe both these drivers, look at that. Smart from Elder and Lottridge.
I just need to replay this. I need to replay this. On looking at John McClintock, he went off the grass and then boing. Oh, these little things are just such barrels of fun. Oh my God.
Breathe,
I'm trying to breathe, man.
Right, Elder's coming around. He'll be taking the white flag. Lottridge is made up. I'm knocking on wood. Lottridge has made up a great recovery drive this race. He is currently P2. He started 4th, and that's where he thought he should have been last race. McClintock is currently P3, and he's got quite a good lead from Gaunt and Lalonde. One of these drivers is going to have to look. Gaunt did not have a good time here. You can see Gaunt, he had a P2 last race. He's currently sitting P4. All of this could change because that will happen between him and Lottridge. I wonder what will happen between those two, but he is having a little bit of a battle right now with Lalonde. And McClintock's gone wide, and he's almost hit the wall at the back here, and that's going to put Gaunt almost with the run up there. Elder's going to take this race with no problems at the moment. Lottridge is going to take contact! Contact between the two of them. McClintock's gone off. Gaunt's gone off. McClintock contact in front. They almost touch again. Coming up the hill. McClintock, Gaunt, Lalonde are so close together. McClintock takes it. That was close. And that may have just writ the death knell for Gaunt. I've got to check that. Elder definitely gets a gets through to the victory with 20 points. Gaunt will get a P4, sorry. That will give him 3 points. That puts him on 10. As does Lottridge. Lottridge was 4. So I apologize. That would have been 11 points to both of them. Third place, McClintock. So from my rough maths, Elder, Gaunt, and Lottridge go through.
Lottridge having that good second, place. I bottom up.
Yeah, but you got to feel sorry for McClintock there. 2 third places.
And it pushed him down. Oh.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. What can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, that's it's just the way it goes. Unfortunately, it's the way it is. So, those are your results for the second race as we get ready to start the final group. And it's actually, Rob, I think this one's going to be the best group. No offense to the battling we just saw, because that was some good battling. That was.
I'm 90% sure this is the big one. There's the big one of, what's it? The big one of the big one of this.
We're talking a group of death, aren't we?
Yes.
We're talking a group of death here because Sean Brown, David Wilson Jr., Matt Gelder, Brandon Kluge, Thorsten Oliver Zimmerman, and Patrick Neese all together here.
If there was ever a group that had some very big racers in it, oh hell,
this is it.
Oh hell, yeah.
That was fantastic, though. That racing, that was probably the best. Just wall-to-wall driving literally wall-to-wall.
We've literally just been asked if we could officiate a marriage between Facciaponti and somebody in chat.
The racing Nuna.
How do we do that?
I'm not a man. Well, no, hang on, no. I don't think I'm ordained. Ordained. There we go. I don't think I'm ordained. For that.
Ordained. So. There you go.
Ordained. Oh wow. Rob, look, I've been awake since 4:30 to do 24 hours of Le Mans.
Okay. I'll give you a break.
So, we shall wait for this to get ready. So it's going to be interesting because then that means we do get we get the semi-finals. We will see the semi-final one. We'll see the main semi-final and the final. The consolations we will not have here. That's what I understand. So, as we wait for the final, currently in the Sportsman 1 semi-final is Adrian Stefan, John Lang, Corbin Solomonson, Adam Fataponti, Colin Ward, and Stefan Rossman. And the Sportsman 2 semi is Aspie, Marzov, Watley, Erasmus, Ludwig, and Tosin. We will be holding Sportsman 1 semi and not Sportsman 2. That is the consolation, the lower brackets.
Qualifying. Oh, sorry, this is practice.
That's practice just ending.
Yeah, practice. I thought qualifying was just ending. Well, practice. Practice. Oh, very nice moves. I mean, watch the cars disappear. There you go. Bang. Thanos. Into qualifying. Here we go. This is, some pretty good. We've seen these guys before. This is pretty good. They did some pretty good things on the road, but what about Rallycross? It'd be interesting to see how they do on the slippery slopes of what's this track again?
Well, literally the slippery slope.
Yeah. I can't remember what. I keep forgetting what this. Like, I know it's something.
I think it's safe to say, though, out of all these drivers, one of them has a win this year, and that's David Wilson.
He's actually the only. He's actually the only winner in this group, I think.
And that was the. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that the Formula 3? It was.
It was the Formula 3. Yeah, it was the Formula 3.
Yeah. So we had Mike Gaunt in the last race. That was also a race winner. And then, of course, Adam Fataponti himself as well, with a few wins this season.
Who's got the best livery? We're doing a livery check on this one. Yeah, let's do a livery check.
Livery check, ready.
All right. Well, you have to go through the liveries. I'm liking the basic one, like the one that Wilson's driving. Yeah, it's, I don't know, nice and simple.
It's nice and simple, and you know these cars, they do have some very interesting.
Zimmerman is doing some very good handbrakes, but what is that skin?
That is actually the default livery.
Ooh.
I know. Some have default, some decide not to.
It's Matt Gelder, very unorthodox with the unorthodox motorsports livery. Sean Brown.
Do you like those colours?
Yeah, I think this is literally the Volkswagen Beetle split. Everybody here is driving a Volkswagen.
They are. My timing relative unfortunately has disappeared, but I am keeping all tabs everywhere. Don't you worry. I don't need a computer to do this. They don't do it in the real world on Rallycross. They just look at what they see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for with the unorthodox motorsports car is probably gonna be my favorite. It's just nice and sharp. I don't know. On a Rallycross car, I just kind of like the simple on some cars the simple design is actually the best because I mean you just want the things to go around fast and then have fun. That's the main thing anyway. With Rallycross, I mean, there may be a little bit of contact, yeah, a little bit, but I mean,
it's fine.
It's fine.
What's the worst that can happen?
By the way, in the not so 24 hours track of the French circuit that we all know and love the name of, but due to ACO wanting to not have fun, we can't say the name, and the time period in which it takes place and the length of time that it takes place within this race of involving cars in this series. I think the last split is finishing up in about an hour's time.
Yes, it is.
About an hour and a half, I think.
I'm like trying to keep all tabs on my team.
Where are they now?
Still P6. The sad thing is, had we not had the incident, we would be leading the race. But then again, that's with hindsight, because who knows what would have happened if I didn't have the incident. We would have been in different places of the track, and you never know. Something may have happened, we may have got caught in. So it's always weird to say if we didn't have that, we would be winning, because, as I always say, Rob, is everything is how we would want if would not exist.
Exactly. I agree with you. Yes.
This has been the Minute of Zen from Craig King. I don't have a. I don't. Hang on. This has been the Minute of Zen.
Did you hit a symbol or something, or like a cup?
No, it's my drink. It's my drinks flask.
Fair enough. I mean, it does work.
It does, despite it's almost out of water.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Not very good. Not very good.
Qualifying minute and 30 seconds left, so we'll give you the qualifying results as is thus far. I think everybody has completed their allotted amounts for valid qualifying laps. So it'll be Sean Brown on P1, David Wilson in P2, Matt Gelder P3, Brendan Klug in 4th, 5th will be Thorsten Oliver Zimmerman, and 6th will be Patrick Neese.
Oh, that's all the qualifying laps done, really. I think they're all just getting themselves ready. One thing I do like as well is they actually start. When they do their qualifying laps, it is from the start grid. So they have to do like the whole lap of the track and then do their qualifying lap. I do like that. In other places, they do the launch off and then they cross the start-finish line. But different here at Hell. Because I can't pronounce Lucky Bannon. Can you pronounce Lucky Bannon?
Lucky Bannon.
There you go. What about the Daytona 500 winner? Yeah?
Wait, what?
What about him? What about him?
Oh yeah, that's Kluge.
Yeah. I think so. I think my notes aren't correct. Sorry, Brandon. I think my notes are incorrect.
Well, forgive me for being such a heretic.
You're a heretic? Okay.
I don't know. But we're getting ready to grid.
I know, this is going to be interesting. We've got Brown in position 1, Wilson position 2, Gelder will be 3rd. This is going to be interesting when I don't have my relatives, but this is why you don't get yourself into learning on a system that fails on you, ladies and gentlemen. It's my own fault. We'll keep watching. Brown is on the inside, Wilson in the middle, and Gelder will be lane 3. 4th will be Kluge. 4th and Oliver Zimmerman takes 5th, and Nice will take 6th. Keep on watching to see what happens to the likes of Gelder and Nice. Wait for the green flag. Green flag out, and now they go away. It's a great start for the 40 of Kluge, but he's had to hold up a little bit. The 69 of Matt Gelder's going to keep going on, and he is going to launch on. And he does take that joke. He has a second forward. Side by side goes Brown and Wilson. They continue on. They manage to get through, and the launch there from Kluge as he tried to get through, and it's cost him. It's cost him as Zimmerman goes through. But Brown, great start for Brown then. He just holds on as it is. Nice is at the back, and he just had a little bit of a slump, and everyone just gets slow. Gelder, though, with that optimum line, he just decided, I'm just going to take the Joker lap. As you do. But in front, Brown with Wilson right behind him. But I think Brown might be pulling away from this quite early.
Yeah, that's on the inside of the Thorzone. Zimmerman just didn't have the line coming up through the field on that second to last. On to last. Ooh, and he just almost hit the rear end of Brandon Kluge. Zimmerman using the Joker, as is David Wilson Jr. So, Kluge and Brown, the only two not to have taken their Joker lap. So, it's going to be interesting to see how they shape up between the two of them, as we can see. Oh, that's the wall ready to reach it there, Kluge. Don't hit it too hard. He didn't.
Gelder's hit the wall. Gelder's hit the wall. Gelder's hit the wall. Coming into that downhill on the dirt. He's hit the wall, and now onto the little bank. Avoid the grass. He's having a slip and slide, and he is battling at the back with Zimmerman. That early joker's gone wrong for Gelder, and Zimmerman will take P5 away from Gelder. At the front though, Kluge, Brown still just where they are in great positions. 3 seconds is that lead for Brown. Fantastic driving. Wilson as well, just having his own little fun at the moment on his own at the back, in the middle, sorry. So he's just holding on. He's in a great position right now. But as they come across to almost start lap 4, Brown, is he going to take it at the end? Does he take it now? When does he take the Joker? He's got all that time in the world. I mean, even Kluge might have to think about Joker right now. Does anything take Joker? No.
I think they're just waiting to see what Wilson can do in terms of getting back up to speed. He has already cut back up to the rear end on Brandon Kluge, and you can just see it's actually not like there's not a lot of time you get to do speed here. It's like mainly it's just trying to get to, instantaneous acceleration, but the actual top speed of these cars is like 100 miles an hour, bro. In and about. Like this, you're not gonna even reach on this kind of track either. So,
white flag. Brown will come for his Joker lap, as will Kluge. They both come for the Joker lap. The gap between them is 3.271, and you can just see a little bit. Oh, that's a mistake there from Kluge, as Wilson will get through and take back P2. He started second. He's back in second. Brown is just comfortably ahead right now. Knock on wood, he does not make any more mistakes. Gelder is in P3 after that. He probably could have had a good result, but a couple mistakes. Hits the wall again. And it's not really gone well for Patrick Nice this time, but coming around for the last few corners, that is going to be Sean Brown taking the victory. Wilson Jr. will come home in P2. Kluge will get third after that Joker lap. I think he came a little bit too slow for the Joker lap. Gelder comes home in 4th. Zimmerman will take 5th, and Patrick is not having the best of times there, and he might just... No, he is going to finish this. He will come home in 6th.
Coming across the line. There he is. And race 1 is complete here for the last, or the hell split. And these are the results from that race 1. It'll be Sean Brown first, Wilson second, Klug third, Gelder fourth, Zimmerman fifth, and Nice sixth. They're already about to get going. I can't even get a break. Ah!
I'll give you the break, Rob. I'll give you the break. Brown, Wilson, Gelder in that... Sorry, not in that order because... Hang on, what's going on with my little grid here? It's Brown, Wilson, Kluger. Kluger's going to have that inside. Gelder is going to have to use... By the way, that start from Kluger last race really caught them. Everybody napping there. Almost had the lead. Here we go then with the VWs. Here comes the green light. We wait.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, no, it's a jump start for Wilson. Wilson's jump started. That's going to be a time penalty. That could be him out of the event. Oh, no. Meanwhile, so he'll take the Joker lap with Kluger just to be on the safe side. There is contact at the back between the rest of the three-car pile-up.
No.
Three-car pile-up between the 80 and 69 to 75. They do get by Zimmerman. It's battling hard with Gelder. Gelder's going to get into the inside. He's going to take P2. But it's all gone wrong. That was chaotic by the three of them.
And John Brown is all the way on the back. He's 6 seconds. Oh, correction, no. He's not 6 seconds down. What? Wilson, what happened?
No idea. I think Wilson's cooked it. Wilson just... Yeah, I think he's realised with that penalty. And he's just parked the car.
Oh, no. Wilson. It's all gone wrong.
All gone wrong for Zimmerman as well. And everybody else. Zimmerman is now battling with Brandon Kluger as they are just hammering on their... Oh, just having a little bit of squirreliness through those corners.
Nope, Mal Gelder. No, not on the ground. Oh. Yeah, there you go. I think that hill is one of the most popular attractions today because everybody wants to go and drive on it, but they can't.
Yeah, don't go on the hill, guys. Don't go on the hill. That three now. Brown, Gelder, Kluger, Zimmerman, and really I think it's the guys at the back that we're going to be keeping our eyes on per se. Kluger and Zimmerman going well, but I think Gelder may lose out here if he takes the Joker. Because there's a 4-second gap between himself and Kluger, and that's not going to be big enough. If he takes the Joker here, he will come home in P3. But Kluger with a bit of a slide coming onto that downhill left, that downhill right, sorry. And now that downhill left onto the grass bank, as I call it. Ooh, this is lap 4, sorry. We're on our penultimate lap. Still no Joker laps.
Yeah, and what's even worse is oh no, Gelder has gone for his Joker lap. Oh, and he's not gotten the racing line. He didn't see the Faccia Ponte flick for it, so he's now back behind Brandon Klug, and he just needs to get back to focus and get back to racing. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake there from Klug, a little bit wide, but it still holds it because Gelder can't make it stick. And the wipers go on again as they come around for almost the final lap as Sean Brown crossed the line to begin the final lap.
Yeah, he'll take the Joker lap for this final lap, and in they come to try and catch him. Kluger will be the first one to see him, but it's too late. Brown has gone sayonara, or however they say goodbye in Norway, and he is in charge of this race once again. Kluger is just holding on to this second place, a very crucial second place. As for Gelder, that third place is going to help him so much.
No, Kruger's made a mistake.
He's made a mistake, and that is going to cost him. That is going to cost him because that is going to take him down from second to third. He may lose out here, but with Wilson only getting 7 points, now we must see. This is going to be great for Gelder. This is going to be great for Kluger.
Oh, he served a slowdown. He has to serve a slowdown before he crosses the line.
Brown, Gelder, Kluger, Zimmerman. In that order. So we know Brown's going to go through. Kluger gets a third place. We'll go on 10 points. Gelder gets a second place. So from what I understand, Brown, Kluger, and Gelder will all qualify. Great racing.
Oh,
great racing.
You know what's next, right?
We're into the semi-finals.
Into the big leagues now.
Wow, we've seen a lot. Right. How? Right. So
There we go. And your race results, sorry, I was talking to myself. Sean Brown, Gelder, and Kluge will go up into the semi-finals. Zimmerman, Nice, and Wilson. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing you again this time by. We'll hope to see you next week, though. Correction, at the next race in August. Unfortunately, they'll go into the consolation split. We will go into the Sportsman top split for the semi-finals, and we'll do that right now.
Yep, just loading in. So, how is everybody doing today? Yeah, great P2 there for Matt. Fantastic recovery drive. It's a shame with Wilson having that mistake. Unfortunately, it happens. If you see what I mean, it does happen. So, just one of those things. So, for what I understand, we go semi-final into final on the same split. Not same split. Sorry, same session. Are you with me?
No. I did not get any of that. What you just said. None
so
of it.
Final is happening at 6:30 British time. That's semi-final. Sorry, 6:30, and the final at 6:40.
Is it in the same session?
Same session.
Oh.
So yeah, sorry. I'm just looking elsewhere.
I mean, so am I.
So we will, top 12 go into the final, and we know if you just wonder who the semi-finalists are: Adrian Stefan, John Lang, Corbin Solomonson, Adam Vassaponte. That's where I got the Adam from. Colin Ward, Stefan Rossman, Mike Gaunt, Stuart Elder, Jason Lottridge, Sean Brown, Matt Gelder, and Brandon Kluger. A lot of Volkswagens.
I think there's only like 3 cars that are non-Volkswagens. Oh no, wait, hang on. I'm looking at the list now. It's actually a lot more not Volkswagens than Volkswagens.
So, we're going to have... This is where qualifying is vital, because it will set you into which race you will go. So, we've got 6 laps for... It'll be 4 laps of qualifying. 6 laps for Heat 1, 6 laps for Heat 2, and the top 3 in each will go through to the feature race. And I think there is a consolidation, but I cannot remember.
I don't know.
You don't rightly know? No, okay. You got anything you want to talk about, Rob?
I'm trying to look for some motorsport news. To be honest, trying, failing. I mean, all I'm seeing, because there's no F1 this week. It's next week. So all I'm seeing is opinion pieces on the articles. You know, the usual places where I look.
Finding anything?
Nope.
Yeah, interesting. There isn't nothing really going on in terms of motorsport. We know Festival of Speed is going on. I gotta be honest, I was watching some of it. Wasn't happy with it. I gotta be honest.
Why not?
I just didn't enjoy it. Just did not enjoy it. I mean, did you?
No, I've never watched the Festival of Speed.
To me, what put me off was they started the drifting section, and what happened was they first car came out to do the drifting, and he crashed into the hay bales before he even got to the as he was coming to the start line. So they had to spend 10 minutes to recover the vehicle because he broke the suspension. So they were trying to just talk. They were trying to talk, and they're trying to get people up to speed. And they're all like, okay, find things to talk about. Find things to talk about. And then, right, guys, quick! This is taking longer than we can. Doug, quick, get your stunt bike. Do some freestyling on the ground in your stunt bike.
Nice.
Yeah, that was it. So,
Nice.
I know. It was very annoying, if you ask me, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I just did not enjoy it. So that's just the way it goes. What more? What more can I say? As we're waiting for the
6 minutes.
Yep. 6 minutes. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I realized if I want my overlay to come back on, I will have to restart my computer, which I don't think is worth it. Unless you think you can fill the time.
Wait, what's broken on your end?
Basically, my cat's overlay does not work. It's got false, and the only way to fix it is to restart my computer.
I've never had that with caps.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things.
It do be like
But,
that sometimes.
It'd be like that, but I'm quite happy just holding on. I've had no issues. In fact, actually, that was quite a good broadcast last time. So, how have you all been enjoying the broadcast? By the way, how's it been looking on the stream side?
That's my line.
Well, you snooze, you lose.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that was a good topic to talk about. The Atlanta repave. I want to rack your brain because I have no horse in that race. You know, why is this such a controversial thing? Because apparently it's like this big thing. I don't know.
Atlanta has not been smooth for the drivers. It's been very bumpy. They've not been enjoying it. It hasn't produced good racing. And they want to get back to good racing. To get good racing, they have to go over a bit more speed. They have to, they have to understand how they can follow. So they can't spend the time to rebuild the track because in the 90s it was almost like a square oval. Now it's a tri-oval type shape. So they can't rebuild it. So they've got to look at the next thing, which is repaving it. But at the same time, repaving it, they want to change the dimensions, make it higher banking, make it a bit narrower. So just promote racing in pack, promote pack racing, which is great because they used iRacing to help develop, like Auto Club used to develop their new short track that they're making now. It's great, but they're also got Atlanta. They designed it for the next gen car, which, let's be brutally honest, iRacing has the next gen car, but no one knows how close iRacing's version of the next gen car is to the next gen car because we haven't seen the next gen car.
So it's the next gen car with a massive asterisk at the end of it.
Yeah. So, like, iRacing may have it spot on. We know how good iRacing can be with simulating, but only a handful of drivers have test driven the next gen car, to get it ready and get it through what it has to be. So, we can't tell what it's going to be like. The idea that you're going to have this car designed and, there have been people have had comments about the tire model, have had comments about the car, have had comments about it's easy to drive. I mean, yeah, it's easy to drive. There's no massive spoiler at the back, but it's gonna be interesting when it happens. Just like it's going to be interesting when the next gen car comes next year for NASCAR. But what I like is it's iRacing helping again. So they helped Auto Club changed their track from this massive speedway to a short track. They've helped NASCAR in this idea of what if we had a street track in Chicago, and now they've helped Atlanta Speedway. What next? That's where you come in. Rob EXE has stopped working. Yeah, Rob has disappeared, so I will get us. So I got 2 minutes left on this practice, so we're just trying to kill a little bit of time. I know a lot of people are getting ready. I gotta be honest, I don't know how many people from England or Italy or from Europe we've got, but some events happening tonight. I don't know if you've heard about it. Not sure if you heard about this. The European Cup final. Don't know if you heard it. Just a team called England in it. So it's safe to say a lot of the UK are watching that tonight. I had a lot of people getting ready to watch the Formula E at New York. I missed it yet last night. I was watching. I missed half of it. Then I couldn't watch the end because I was getting ready to race, as many people are. So that was interesting. But it's a bumper day of sport elsewhere. Novak Djokovic winning number 21. No, number 20. Sorry. Whoa. No, let's not get too far ahead. Yeah, number 20, equaling the record. And he's on track for the Olympic Slam. I mean, that's big. That's a big one in the Olympic Slam. So, I don't know if it can be done. Never been done. In fact, the calendar slam has never happened. So it's, it's all to play for. The Olympics, of course, we know about the news in the Olympics, so we don't need to divulge into the Olympics. Here's a feel-good story, though, from Motorsport today. The European Le Mans Series 4 Hours of Monza was held today. And Olivier Panis Racing, in their first race in the series, picked up the W. Yes, that Olivier Panis has a racing team. So Olivier Panis Racing picked up a victory today in the European Le Mans, which is fantastic. I grew up with Olivier Panis when I was watching F1, so it's always good to see his story. Alesi, Berger, Panis, Zanardi, the guys that you always just saw around and couldn't believe they were still racing, while at the front you were looking at, it's Schumacher! In my worst Murray Walker impersonation. The qualifying is happening right now. Like I said, it's going to be very crucial for qualifying because it sets them up into their respective brackets. I believe it does a 1-3. I'm just guessing, but I'm guessing 1-3, 5, 7, 9, 13. No, 11. How'd I go from 9 to 13? I don't know. So we'll wait and see what those qualifying times are. Interesting to see some of these guys have dipped into the 38s. Most of them, when they're racing, they're doing 39s. We saw Fataponti in practice do a 37, 7, 8, 9. So that promises to be very good. But remember, now they only get one shot. There's no group stages. It's just one shot around here. So shall wait and see. I believe you're seeing Stefan Rossmann right now as he starts his time. And shortly he comes around to those corners. everybody else is going on. I just heard some audio in the background. I think there's some like pit lane audio that you can hear. But I think it's also the VW. The rare of the VW. Is that the rare of the VW? It is. The wine of the VW. So we just keep on waiting. It is interesting to see this track really, because there is a lot of places where you can make up time. We've seen a lot of guys lose time just with how much they've been sliding. Handbrake turns were very, very interesting for some of the drivers here, but a lot of the drivers have been caught out on the gravel, which I guess is no surprise, being a lot of these guys aren't used to dirt racing. Myself, I've dabbled in it, but I wouldn't say I'm prolific. And if you asked me today to just jump into a VW and, hey, do a lap around here, could I match these guys? I'd be at the back of the field. Simply put, I'd be back of the field. So that's that. Adrian Stefan currently leading the way in this qualifying. And Fataponti just throws it in a 37.973. And only one other driver's gone into the 37. That's Adrian Stefan with 37.830.
I'm back.
You've missed nothing. Welcome back.
Yeah. I was still on the cameras, but I was occupied by another call, you know. The investors, you know. Otherwise known as the parents.
Well, it's all right. You've not missed me talking about the football or any other sports.
I saw the "It's coming home" comment, and I was like, "Oh."
Wasn't me. So they're doing their couple more laps down on Fataponti, still leading the way with that 8:37.628. Adrian Stefan 37.830, and it's quite tight in the midfield after that. John Lang with an 38.223, Stuart Elder 38.454, 38.523 for Gelder, and Colin Ward 38.760. Fataponti comes across for his final lap. It is not fast enough to beat his time. It is the 37.6, not fast enough to beat his current time. Adrian Stefan as well. Can he better that 37.830? He cannot. John Lang, don't think he's going to have any luck here. We'll wait and see if Stuart Elder, he finishes, and he does not go better. He almost matched his first time. Times are coming across now. Some of them just improving, some of them not taking that last lap, but for a minute to go, I think qualifying will be over shortly.
Technically, it is over, I'd imagine. Well, technically, because they've all got their rounds, I think.
You might be right. None of them's going faster, and I think that's because of the track state. But we shall check on that. By the way, it's interesting that you can do a qualifying lap and do the Joker while doing the qualifying lap. Not sure if it counts or not, but
I don't think I meant to take the Joker lap.
No. Well, on the original American Rallycross tracks that iRacing added, the Joker lap was a faster route. So when you started getting to Barcelona, Brands Hatch, and Hell, you were having what I call the proper Joker laps, which are you've got to take the long way round. So 23 seconds remaining, but I think everyone had set their times.
And guess who's on pole? Adam Fataponti. Once again.
It is. With Adrian Stefan and Adam Fataponti, the only two drivers in the 37s. If that's any indication of what's happening. Remember, 6 laps, only 3 go through. There are no second chances here. Adam Fataponti, John Lang, Matt Gelder, Sean Brown, Mike Gaunt, and Jason Lottridge will take us away for the first race. And then for race 2, it will be Adrian Stefan, Stuart Elder, Colin Ward, Stefan Rossman.
You said 3 laps. It's 6 laps.
No, 3 go through.
Oh. Yeah, I was about to have a panic attack. I was like, did we just say something wrong and we had to apologize now, like at the BBC?
No mistakes here. Waiting for the last man to grid up in P2 for the first race. That's John Lang. We wait for John Lang. Once he grids up, we will be going green. For the first of the 2 semi-finals. I mean, there'll always be 2 semi-finals. All cars are gridded up, ready to go. We wait for the green flag. Green flag, the light staging, and off we go right away. And it's going to be a good start by the 21. Oh my God, there's chaos and a little bit clanging by all the cars. Ponti gets through, and again, Matt Gelder decided he's going to take that Joker lap. Everybody's pretty up close right now. John Lang is getting harassed by Sean Brown. Sean Brown, and it looks like Mike Gaunt had a little bit of a bad start there, and he's going to get held. He's going to be right behind Matt Gelder right now. Sliding in once again, Alan Ponti trying to pull away, but a bad corner down the hill. And still, John Lang is catching onto him as they come around down to the grassy bank. That's a great line there from Ponti. Can he hold on to it? Lang is trying to push and push and push and push. He gets a great run. They're going to be side by side as we start lap 2. Who goes into it? And look at the late break in Ponti. For the first time, he decides to take the Joker a little bit earlier than he wants. John Lang takes the lead.
Well, he's going to have all of his work cut out for him, because right ahead of him is Jason Lutridge looking to upset the Albuquerque, as he's not taken the Joker lap just yet, and he would want to keep Adam Ponti right behind him as much as he can, upset the Albuquerque. But John Lang and Sean Brown absolutely going gashes between the two of them. Oh, wipers are coming on as they come through the dirt. Lap 2 is just done. John Lang and Sean Brown, neither of them have done Joker laps just yet. It will be the first to blink. Neither of them this time by. John Lang going wide. Oh, going wide, having to brake check. Correction, Sean Brown's going to have to brake check just to try and keep it all together. Jason Lutridge going around. I think he just had to do his Joker.
Yeah, they're doing their Joker. Lutridge and I believe that was Gaunt both taking their Joker, but this battle at the front, the two guys yet to take their Joker. There's a 4-second gap between these two and Jason Lutridge and Adam Ponti, and I believe, well, it won't be Lutridge, he's just taking his Joker lap. It is Adam Ponti who is trying to catch them. Brown's trying to find that run. He's unable to find that run, that same type of run that Lang had to start this race. It's unable to happen. They're on lap 4 or 6 right now. Neither of these taking Joker. They're trying to build the time, but the gap has gone down to 8 seconds, 3.8 seconds. And Gelder is also, Gelder is in that spot right now. He needs to keep pushing, but he's unable to find that place. Top 3 go through to the final. At the moment, it's Lang, Brown, and Ponti as they come around again. This is the corner we've got to keep an eye on. That green bank is where you have to just be careful. But still, Lang is having a good time. Brown trying to catch him. And Ponti is almost on their rear.
Ponti absolutely gunning it and not giving a second or an inch or a mile. Needs to absolutely keep gunning it, as we see that is, I think that is Brown taking the Joker lap. So Ponti will go sailing by with a good gap behind to toe. And now he's chasing down Jason Lutridge. Lutridge is under the biggest threat right now. Oh, correction, not Lutridge, John Lang. Lang needs to continue doing good laps, or he's under threat from being overtaken by Matt Gelder, who definitely would want to get into the finals of this little grouping. Oh, Ponti doing a very long sweeping left-hander, correction, right-hander. But keeping it together, he's in second, chasing down the leader of John Lang.
Lang takes his Joker lap, and it's a little bit untidy. He gets him a pretty much time, and here comes Ponti. He comes through, and then comes Sean Brown, and this will decide also their grid positions. This will help them with grid position, because fastest man does get the position, the first position. So this is going to be helping for Ponti and Lang as well, just tucking in right behind there, taking that P2. Brown is going to be coming home in P3 at the moment. Stands any mistake. But Alan Ponti, he's just got one more corner to navigate. He was under pressure.
Sean Brown's crashed! Sean Brown! Sean Brown! He had an accident and he might have Matt Gelder hit him straight on his side.
And that is not good. That is not good. So who comes through? And it looks like Brown does get it, but Gelder, oh, Gelder's got unlucky there.
This is the accident. Oh! Brown rejoined right in front of Matt Gelder.
And the worst thing is that Gelder pushed Brown. Just want to watch it. Did he? Yeah, he rolled. Yeah, he did roll back. So we know who's going through, though. It's Fataponte, Lang, and Brown. In this second race, Stefan, Elder, Ward, Rossman, Kluger, Solomonson all have a chance here. We wait for Stuart Elder to grid up. We have anything like the drama in that last race for the final race. It's going to be very interesting, but we wait to see. We wait for the last man to grid his car, ready to go, and Stuart Elder is there. Elder's in the middle in the 115. Stefan's on the outside, the 56. Well, the inside, sorry. Colin Ward with that 92. Hates the outside, and a man is blanking there. Solomonson. Green flag is going. They get ready. They go. It's a bad start for Elder. Everybody else has gone right by. There's 4 wide, 3 wide. Going into the start, and it looks like that's going to be, yes, 2 of them go through it. Elder. It is Elder, and I believe that is also... Oh, and Elder's made a mistake, sorry. As Ward goes through with him. That is Kluger trying to hold off the number 5 of Solomonson. And meanwhile, at the front, as expected, Stefan takes the lead in that Subaru. And Rossman is trying to threaten him in that Ford. But he is losing time on exit of these dirt corners.
Yep, Adrian Stefan, he just had a great start and then kept pushing hard. And he's got Stefan Rossman to boot behind Stuart Elder. Very, very bad start. He needs to keep pushing over the next 5 laps if he's going to really reconcile anything. He needs to get a 3rd or better, and right now he's 2 positions away from that, down in 6th. So he needs to get going. He's 7 seconds behind the leader of Stefan, so he's not going to be threatening him anytime soon. So Stefan essentially has a position in hand. Stuart Elder overtaking Corbin Solomonson to get through and start climbing back up. So Solomonson drifting down to the back end as we continue.
Yeah, a little bit of a touch to the wall there from Kluger going down the dirt hill, but he's still able to keep that P3 from who is now, it's now Colin Ward, not Corbin Solomonson, with that mistake.
Right, just to say, on the inside, Corbin Solomonson is not letting Stuart Elder away with any... Oh, and a little bit of a tap from the rear. Solomonson is not going to be very happy with that. It is getting argy-bargy in the pack as Stuart Elder and Solomonson go toe-to-toe. Solomonson had...
Stefan spun, sorry! Stefan spun, he took too much to the inside! All the time he had has gone! All the time he's had is gone. He had a 3-second lead. Thankfully, the guys in front and behind him have not taken Joker, but he's just made things a little bit harder for him. Almost going off the track there. Surprised he's not had to serve a slowdown, but he has made a mistake there. Stefan continues to push through.
Solomonson has gone off as well. He's gone. He's got massive damage.
Might have been from the hit as well, but Kluger trying to battle Colin Ward right now. That is the key battle because neither of these guys have taken their Joker laps yet, as far as I'm aware. Kluger's going to be pushing onwards to Ward, and this is for the final spot in that final, the all-important final. You can see trying to make moves. Rossman also trying to keep himself going. Lap 5 coming up shortly for Stefan. He is in control of this, knock on wood. I should have knocked on wood the first time because he made that mistake. But who takes a Joker lap here? Does any of them take the
Adrian
Joker?
Stefan taking his
yes.
Joker, yeah.
Oh, and so does Rossman. Kluger, Ward, and Kluger's going to take the Joker. This is crucial. Kluger and Ward are in a battle for the final spot, and one of them's taken the Joker, the other one has not. But Kluger's got Stuart Elder gone ahead of him. Elder may just cause a shock here. I thought after the start he may have had a mistake, but the battling between Ward and Kluger may cost. We shall wait and see.
And you can just see Colin Ward in 2nd place ahead of Stefan Rossman. Oh, and there's been an accident.
As Rossman's in the one, and more contact, there's the Kluger. Kluger hits him. They're both off. and Kluger's gone by. Now, what happened there was they just to come together. No, Rossman tapped the wall as he tried to make the spin, and he just caught the concertina effect. So at the moment, it is Stefan, Ward, Elder. They're going through. Where is Kluger? Has he got ahead of Elder? No, Elder's already taken his Joker lap. Ward also there, so I think we may have had it. That is a heartache there for Rossman.
It's a heartache for Brandon Kluger. He's in 4th. He's not going to be able to get up to Stuart Elder. And it is going to be Adrian Stefan taking the checkered flag this time by. And he just took it there. Colin Ward takes 2nd place. Stuart Elder in 3rd.
Yeah, and Kluger, unfortunately, will come home in 4th. What could have been Stefan Rossman just taking the shortest way around, but he will finish last in the split. So we know who it is for the final. Adam Fassaponti, Stefan Elder. Stefan Elder? Adam Fassaponti, Adrian Stefan, John Lang, Colin Ward, Sean Brown, and Stuart Elder. The final 6. 6 laps. 1 joker. Who wins this?
I don't know. You tell me.
Here we go. Well, we know how fast. This is the first time Stefan and Fassaponti will be racing each other. We wait for the last car to grid up. That is John Lang. The final of the European Sportsman split is getting ready. Here we go. All cars gridded up. We wait for the green light. We wait for the lights. Lights are on. We wait for them. They're still holding. Lights are on.
And
lights
it's
are gone.
go.
It's go. And a great start from Fassaponti as he keeps on battling Adrian Stefan as they go in. The 69 once again. That's the 48 of John Lang. Goes for the joker, as does Colin Ward and Sean Brown. Stuart Elder and Sean Brown. Ward is battling and makes contact with Adrian Stefan as Fassaponti is going to use this as an advantage to get away. Colin Ward, Adrian Stefan, more touching, and spins around goes Stefan. Stefan gets spin around, he goes back on and hits the 20.
Oh, that's going to be Sean Brown that just got hit. Sean Brown in contact has now... Ooh, crikey, that's... Adrian... Stefan's parked it. Stefan's parking it. He's done.
Stefan's done, so Fassaponti will take the lead by 3.5 seconds as it looks like Ward and Lang will be battling, and Colin Ward takes a safe bet. He's going to take the joker. He's going to come out right beside that number 20. Almost comes into Sean Brown. That may cost him. He overshoots the corner, and he is now battling. And I believe that, yes, Brown has already taken his joker lap, so these guys are battling. Colin Ward battles Sean Brown. John Lang up ahead with Adam Fassaponti as Fassaponti continue to extend his lead as we start lap 3. 5 cards remain after what happened at the start.
Yeah, Adrian Stefan retiring the car. He is no longer a part of this race, so he comes home in 6th position. Stuart Elder is in the background. He's 4 seconds away from this grouping of 4th and 3rd. This battle for the podium spot here at the finals of the European Sportsman, as Colin Ward is trying to get past Sean Brown. Sean Brown putting up stiff resistance in the 180s. Does Sean Brown have it also in the dirt? Sean Brown does also have it in the dirt. He has a good line through the dirt. Let's see if Adam Fassaponti takes the joker lap this time by. Let's see. Does he? No, he's going to take the normal line. He is not going to take the joker until he has to.
It's John Lang. No, John Lang also decides, not my time yet to take this, as Sean Brown and Colin Ward will continue to battle. 2 different driving styles. You can just see how they've been slipping and sliding through the dirt and just making different lines. Look at that wide line from Colin Ward. It tries to help him. Fortunately, just not enough for him. And you can see that Brown is starting to pull away. And that's not what he wanted to see. But he does have that hope, because that gap is pretty slim with John Lang. Lang has to take the joker. I gotta be honest, Lang is in a little bit of trouble here. If he takes this joker and gets it, doesn't make it clean, he may lose more than just 2nd place right here. Lap 5, Adam Fassaponti does not take the joker. John Lang does not take the joker. It's going to come down to the final lap.
Adam Fassaponti not making any bones about it. It's going to be all the final lap, and it's all going to be to play for. John Lang has already taken his joker, or has he taken his joker?
No, John Lang has not taken his joker.
So he will fall behind if he doesn't keep a good enough a gap. He's got 3 seconds back to Sean Brown at the moment. Oh, but it's a little bit dicey right now. He just needs to get these next few corners exactly right. As does Sean Brown to get these corners exactly right, as you can see.
Hang on 1 second. John Lang did take his joker, did he? Because he's not taking the joker lap.
Oh, I think he did, didn't he?
I can't remember. He did take the joker lap. I apologize. He didn't take the joker lap. He is in complete control. Brown and Ward are going to be battling right now. Fassaponti has just got a few corners left to go. It is going to be start to finish. This man has been dominant. Absolutely dominant once again. It is another victory for the man that nobody can beat. Who can beat Adam Fassaponti? Still no one does it. He wins the World Rallycross of Norway. John Lang will come home in P2, and Sean Brown will take the 3rd place away from Colin Ward. Stuart Elder will come home beaten and bruised. He'll come home in 5th, and Adrian Stefan's unfortunately parked the car after the first lap.
And that is the wild card of the Rallycross over and done with. Your winner, Adam Facciaponti, and he's going to be doing victory circles if he can avoid the curbs. There he goes. I'd say he's pretty happy with that.
They're just saying he's going to do donuts around the flagpole, but I don't think he will. He's just going to enjoy his donuts here. Having a better time doing donuts than we've seen before, but a great result there from Adam. Absolutely brilliant. Just a shame, unfortunately, for Adrian and Stefan, what could have been the two fastest guys. We did not get to see them battling. John Lang just had some really good race pace, and I think that did help him at the end. There was just his race pace. He wasn't he wasn't very fast when it came to the times. He did have like the third fastest time. I was the fourth fastest time, but yeah, he did have that. And Adam Facciaponti's run out of fuel.
Oh dear. Well, we can safely say what he had it set up with, which was as little fuel as possible to make it around.
It's fantastic for Adam Facciaponti and a great result all the way around. And you gotta feel sorry for everybody else. You know, we're not sure what happened in the consolidation semis or the consolidation finals. It'll be interesting to see what happened to them. But Rob, who can beat Adam Facciaponti?
I don't know. Who can beat Adam Facciaponti?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I asked you first.
Oh, come on.
No, we don't know. It's one of those things. Try to see if I can get some more results for the. Can't see that. So, I think that's it. I don't think we're getting any interviews.
So,
we do. All right,
we do.
We
Gelder. Matt Gelder, how are you doing? Oh, Gelder.
Hello.
There you go.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Matt, unfortunate they're in the second semi-final though, but because you had such a good run working your way back to the semis with your heat race there, the second race was fantastic for you. But yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't pan out for you in the semi-final.
Oh, I saw where the third place guy had just spun, so I was gonna like, hey, I can squeeze through that gap. And as soon as I hit the brakes and went, nope, I'm going straight, and I'm gonna plow right into him. So, no, it was fun for being a region that I don't normally race with these guys, but everybody was really cool. Congrats to Adam for his dominant win again. Seems like that's all he does in this series over here in the European region. So, congrats to him.
Talk us through, because we saw a lot, and I think you as well got caught up by the penultimate corner with the grass bank, that left-hander. Sorry, not to bring it up again, the place that you crashed in. You know, how hard was it how hard was that corner? Because we saw a lot of drivers making mistakes.
That corner looks like it's faster than it really is once you hit the crest. And once you hit the crest, you kind of realize, oh crap, I'm going too fast. So you try to brake, and it doesn't really do anything on the dirt. So you kind of have to plan. You have to be on the brakes before the crest, and you have to set the car already up in the corner sideways so you can actually make it around to actually have a fast time. Either that, or you could just kind of wipe out in the grass like most people were doing.
Rob, I don't know if you've got anything to add. I'm just trying to.
What's it like to drive them cars? Because I know a lot of people going into this from the Sportsmans especially weren't all too comfortable.
I dabble in the rallycross cars more than I probably should admit, but I dabble in them. When I get bored, I'll hop on here and I'll do a couple rally races. They're pretty fun if you can kind of get used to sliding a car more than driving grip style. Sometimes in the rally cars, a slide is a little bit faster than a grip. But yeah, they're a blast. Everybody should at least try it once. if not more. Most of the time, if you try it once, you'll kind of get hooked to them if you can understand how the car works. The trucks later tonight is going to be a blast. That's my points race, so I am looking very forward to that race. I think I'm going to do. I think the times that I put down in practice and everybody else is compared, I think I got a pretty good shot tonight.
Indeed, indeed. And would you like to send out your thanks to? I think Unorthodox would like to thank you for wearing such a nice, clean livery on your Beetle.
Yeah, thanks to Kinch for the paints as normal. He doesn't like it when I dent him, but it kind of happens. Thank you to Simability, Cure LMG 2DI, the foundation that we run all the time. Again, thanks to Kinch for the paints. Thanks to all the guys on the team that are in chat on Twitch right now, kind of cheering me on. So thank you, everybody. Even thanks to the majors. Thank you guys for broadcasting. You guys are always a blast. I love listening to you guys. I had you guys up and down when in between we were waiting, just kind of sitting there just giggling. And yeah, Predator next week.
Oh, hell yeah. Predator next week. Looking forward to that.
I didn't make the last race because that was in between our major 3 weeks in a row, and I was like, I'm taking that time off. So, oh yeah, I plan on getting back into Predator and rocking the Radical out again.
Hell yeah, we look forward to seeing you.
All right, guys. Well, cheers, fun, and hopefully catch you guys for Pro Trucks tonight.
I mean, I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to watch. I'm gonna have to watch that. It looks fantastic. Matt, unfortunately, unlucky in missing out on the final, but great to have you in to talk. One of the one of the few that did make the crossover during the wildcard week to the European. So, all the best, Matt. We'll let you get ready for the race later in the Americas race. But all the best.
Thank you, guys. Don't have too much fun.
We'll try not to.
Right, so we have all three of the podium. We'll go down the order, and we'll start, of course, with Sean Brown. Sean getting the third place in the. Actually, I was going to say in the VW. Everybody with a VW. Everybody on the podium with a VW Beetle. So we'll start with that. Sean, first of all, what apart from it was free, what drew you to the VW Beetle, Sean?
I like the Beetles. I think they're cool cars, and it was free.
I gotta be honest, when I went to America a few years ago, I did see a lot of Beetles, and I was really surprised because when you're European, you hear these massive vehicles in America, then you just see this little dinky VW Beetle just next to a Humvee, and you're like, huh? No. Yeah, no, it's great fun. It's great fun. So you had quite an eventful time. I just remembering you dominated your group stage, and then unfortunately you had to. Well, actually, all three of you were in the same semi-final. You just got through. Well, I say you just got through. You were 3 seconds clear of Jason Lottridge, but it always a little bit argy-bargy in the start of that final race, wasn't it? I think there was almost a 4 wide.
Yeah, it was definitely a scary start, but in all honesty, all these starts are kind of scary. And then at the last second, I decided to take the Joker lap because it was clean and get some kind of clean air and then head up. But yeah, these starts are always scary.
Yeah, did just start because I think you started. Did your starting position ever factor into take the Joker first or not?
100%, yeah. I was always starting on the inside until this last race, and then it was the first time that I was starting in the middle, and I was scared because if you're on the far left, you're clear to take the Joker no matter what. But in the middle, you're like, well, am I clear? Am I not clear? I don't know. So yeah, it was definitely kind of the deciding factor, and at the last second. It got clear, and then I saw the chaos in front of me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go left."
Yes, no, the chaos was one of those things as well, and I think you were able to avoid it. I think you also had a little bit of lucky break in the semi-final with the spin, but apart from that, you did pretty well for that. I was going to go to John Lang quickly because John, we missed that we forgot you took the Joker lap first, and we were like, "What's going on?" And you took the Joker lap first. Yeah, and
I can't. Well, it must have been just clear. I think. Oh, I was on the outside on the final, wasn't I? So yeah, it was my first race start on the outside, as saying, and I'd been in the middle from all the other heats in P2. So I was getting into the braking zone and then making a decision what to do, and so the first time I went out for the Joker, and then obviously Adam took it and just pulled away. Absolutely fantastic driving today. But yeah, it was good race, good fight. My saying to the guys before, it's my first rallycross race, so I was quite happy with that. I might do a bit more of it.
I think somebody's caught the bug. I think that's going to make some people very happy to hear as well. You as well. You had quite a fighting. I'd say that I've got rid of the. Yeah, you had quite a fighting first session. You were with Adrian Stefan, who of course was the second fastest car. Without any hindrance as well, and also you were the first driver. You were the first one of the first drivers to discover. Oh, we're meant to have 3 races, and we've got 2. Did that affect you anyway, knowing it was going to be 2 races?
It was all right for me because I got P2 in both of them, so I was more happy to have a third race. A bit of messing about and trying to just work out what it would mean if we were messing. But yeah, stuck as it was, and I suppose as long as it's fair for everybody, it's. I know a few people obviously didn't get the right result that they wanted to bring it back in the third race, but there's not much you can do if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, doesn't it? That's what you got to deal with at times.
Human error at the end of the day, yeah, definitely. Rob, have you got anything to add for John?
No, but other than, are you ready for the Predators next week, John?
Oh yes, should be good. Is it Watkins Glen?
It is indeed.
I love that circuit. So we'll be. I don't think I've done it in a Mazda before, but I'm totally down for that. Last week, or last race, I was down at my mum and dad's for a weekend away, so I ended up borrowing a little G29 Logitech wheel off somebody, set up a rig in the living room, and it was just like a proper temporary setup. So managed to get the race in, came second in that, I think, as well, or seconds all round. So really looking forward to it. Everybody come and watch Predator; it's amazing.
Yeah, thanks for the shout out. It is a fantastic series. So let's address the elephant in the room. Who can stop this man? Adam, is that now your 7th win of the season?
It depends on how you count them.
Losing count is he leads the championship from Sean Brown. Adam, you were just dominant today. This isn't something you're used to, is it? You're not even used to. Are you used to dirt oval or dirt road by any chance?
Not really either. I have a little bit more dirt oval experience, but I'm just running majors races in it. That's really only the experience I have in it. And this, I didn't have any real experience in it until after our last race, which who can stop me? Brian Boomsma beat me last race, so he wasn't here this week, so I'm not sure how that would have went. But Adrian Stefan was really fast. It looks like he got tangled up with somebody in the start of that final too, so who knows what would have happened with me and him. But after our last majors race, we had 3 weeks to get ready for this, and I just started doing official rallycross races because I have no experience with this. So I did that for like a week and a half, and then I started practicing like on this track with this car. And last week in the support race, I was slow. Everybody in Euro Sportsman was pretty much faster than me, and I was a little worried about this round. But I put in a lot of practice, and I probably did 500 laps of practice getting ready for this race. I mean, just crammed, and obviously paid off. I'm thrilled. I'm surprised. Honestly, I did not expect to come in here with a shot to win this race.
Talk me through the you went straight to Rallycross. You start learning. So of course you would have also had the new system, and I think it's nice just to bring it up with iRacing because that meant you started with the VW light. So what is this? What is the ladder progression like now with Rallycross? Because I, as someone that hasn't done it because I'm out of rookies, I haven't seen it. So what's it like doing that? Having a proper progression? Because when I did it, it was here's your VW, just do something. Now it's like here's your VW light, start learning. So what was that? What was the progression up the ladder like?
Well, I didn't really get to do the whole ladder. I mean, I only had 3 weeks. So yeah, you start out in the VW Lite, which was probably a good thing because it doesn't have as much power. So it lets you get a little bit of a handle on the dirt road racing without so much power that you're just losing control all the time. And then I did some races with that. I got up to a D license, and after, once I got there, I was like, oh damn, we got support race coming up this weekend. I need to start practicing with the more powerful version. So yeah, I didn't really get to do the progression. It looks like a lot of fun though, honestly. Like as far as doing official races, I might start doing some rallycross because it is a lot of fun. It's chaotic, it's stressful for this because we're worried about points, but they are really fun races, and yeah, I'm happy I did all that practice because I really needed it.
Yeah, no, I got to be honest. I haven't done a lot of rallycross mainly because I feel that I need a handbrake, but as I think a lot of you drivers have proven, a handbrake's not really needed around here. So all I'm gonna ask really is, are you going to be ready to? When do you start preparation for the Spa 2.4?
Probably tomorrow.
You're probably not doing the 24 then, are you?
No, not the 24. No, I'm just real quick on a handbrake. What I discovered was that, so I don't have a handbrake either, but I just programmed it to a button on my wheel. And what I discovered, for me anyway, it really depends on the track state. So early in the session, when the track is relatively new, I'll use more handbrake then. But when it gets really slick, I mean, you just touch that thing and you're around. At least I am. I don't have the car control for it. So for me, it really depended on the track state. Sometimes you needed it, sometimes you didn't. But yeah, as far as Spa, I'm much more looking forward to that. That's more my, kind of my wheelhouse is GT cars. So looking forward to that, getting back to something I'm a little more familiar with. But this was a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I got a good finish, but congrats to John and Sean and really everybody that made it through that final. I mean, 2 heat races and then semis and everything. Getting to the final was my main goal. So yeah, everybody did a good job. I mean, I'm sure there are some people that aren't thrilled with how things went, but that's going to happen, I guess.
So, Rob, I haven't got anything else to add. Rob, have you got anything apart from shout-outs, really, I guess, Adam?
Yeah, I think that's... I mean, you got all the questions I wanted to ask, so...
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my old team boss, Matt Gelder. He did a great job. He's I think he usually runs Americas, but he came over to run Eurosport with us for this wild card, and he did a good job. Got to the final, and he almost knocked Sean out of the semis, out of getting to the final. So I was watching him on my relative. I'm like, come on, Matt.
I'll tell you the bad
told
thing.
Sean, like, not wanting to wish bad luck on him. He's the closest guy in points to me, so anybody that can finish ahead of him helps me. So
I'll tell you the bad thing, Adam. He didn't knock Sean. He didn't almost knock Sean. He knocked Sean to allow him to get to the final.
Yeah, I went back and I watched because on my relative, he was gaining really fast, and all of a sudden he stopped, and I was like, what happened? So I went back and I watched the replay real quick, and yeah, these races, they're just so chaotic. So it's it was fun for me. I hope everybody else had a good time. I mean, I know some people had problems, but yeah, it was a great time. Thanks to the majors again for putting this on, and thanks to you guys for the broadcast, and see you guys at Spa.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. John as well, thank you very much once again. Well done to both of you.
Cheers. Can I just get a quick shout out to simracingmachines.com? I recently purchased one of their new gear sets, gear shifter sets. They're absolutely amazing. So get on that website and just go buy them. I'm biased because I play table tennis with Simon, so I can't really say much. Well, you know that the good thing. Just get on. I do, yeah. Amazing. I will always give him a shout out for what he does to the community. Shout out to Simon from Sim Racing Machine. But yes, thank you very much, John. Thank you very much, Adam. Congratulations to both of you for the podium places. Hopefully, we see both of you at Spa, and have a good rest of your day or rest of your evening. Cheers, great broadcast, guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Rob,
Craig,
that's it.
Yeah, I know. It's the end. It's the end of Rallycross Wildcard. I'm sad now.
I'm sad because I really enjoyed that.
So did I.
Absolutely fantastic. Great racing by everybody. Great fun. And who knows? Maybe this becomes a staple in the Majors series with how popular it was for the wildcard. But until then, we have to take our leave. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us for the interviews and watching us, especially through the waiting period between the group stages and the semis. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and the bell to let you know when we go live. If you don't want to know with the bell, we'll let you know right away, because Wednesday, the Racing Sim World Series continues on the penultimate week of the season. Hopefully, with iRacing with their patch update on Wednesday. We'll wait to see what happens. And then, of course, Saturday's a big one for us, the penultimate round of the Predator Series. Everyone's been talking about it. I wonder why. It is the thing that everybody wants to talk about. Predator Series at Watkins Glen, 42 laps around there. It promises to be fun. Please join us. If you like anything else like you see underneath the video, link to our Discord, our nice little community, which we're hanging out right now. I'm in the lounge, loving it. This green room is fantastic, and we've just let Adam just have a couple Budweisers out the bar. John's getting his Coke ready from the fridge.
Whoa, hang on a minute. That's my Coke.
Oh, the Sprite. Sorry, he's got the Sprite. Sean wanted some water. He's gone on with some water. It's fantastic. But yeah, also link. We weren't able to use them today, but trackcams22.com always provide us with the cameras, and we thank them so much for using them. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again as we sign off. I will have to say that my name has been Craig King.
And I have been Robert O'Brien.
And this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. It's coming home.